Wow, that's a nice spot there.
Yeah.
With the roots and everything. I'm gonna create a stage here. We're gonna have like some people cannot even imagine themselves being so much exposed and not having a place to put their bag inside their personal belongings. And for me, that's the freedom of it. If I'm not somewhere that I can like leave everything out and know that I can go in the sea without anything and I can be just totally leave everything behind and be just a body in nature, then you really start to relate to it more and to become one with nature in a very different way. I consider nature to be my studio and my main teacher and my main everything starts and ends there, and this practice is also ephemeral and so related to earth, and you need to have earth for it to melt down to earth and to recycle. Like it can be done in a concrete floor. There's a lot of curves and a lot of smoothness, but then there's a lot of aggression in it, in a way, in the sense of form, and that really comes from my childhood and my ways of protecting myself.
Tusha? Hey man, you're chilling like a villain.
Hello, nice to meet you. This way, and we take the.
Then you need to go.
Or we cross the bridge.
No. This is Maharashtra state. Then we need to take state permit. Yeah. Because this is Goa.
Because we go to the other state.
Goa, the
I
state.
see, I see.
Okay. Okay, we stay in Goa then.
Maybe just go to Kerry Beach for now, straight from here.
Myrgon is something like a character, or it's your artist name, or is it purely a name, or is it something like a myth to you?
I was baptized by a witch.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use my name. I wanted to have to make it more as a persona and as a stage name, and as like this entity had to not be Grigoris or. And it actually includes the Myrg comes from my surname. On in Greek means entity. The deeper I get into this character, sometimes it's even calling me, like these letters and the sound of them. And
Can you remember that first moment when you touched clay?
I don't know if I was messing a lot with clay as a child or with mud. I remember for sure the wax, the type of wax, these red wax that they're using to cover some types of cheese. And my mother would collect this for me. Then I was building these small figurines that were my toys and my way of understanding and exploring the world and the humankind, and they got more structured. And this all went so far that in the end I invented this, my latest play with them was the pregnant woman, which was, I was making a little infant out of this same material and putting it in a plastic foil, and I was making a small bubble with this infant and a little bit of water inside my mouth and closing it, and then covering it with wax and making a belly that had an infant in water inside the belly. And then I was performing a whole surgery and like the woman was giving birth. And now that I think about it, this thing for a child is a bit, freaky stuff. Should we have a juice maybe one of these?
Hey everyone, I trust you're well and I hope you're enjoying this new film with Myrgon so far. I'm currently here in the Valle Sagrado of Peru, where I'm surrounded by the Andean mountains and we've just finished shooting a new film here for the channel with an artist called Suni and his indigenous community, which we will soon be sharing here on the channel. But for now, I quickly want to remind you of the fact that Hometown Journal is a community-funded project. To keep these films coming and also our print magazines, I want to encourage you to become a Hometown friend, which means you will get exclusive discounts on our print magazines and original artworks. And also there will be exclusive bonus material with each film that drops and much more that you can learn about via the link in the description. And for now, I want to send you straight back to the film with Myrgon. How would you describe the trance state for someone who has never experienced being in trance? Do you think there are words to describe that?
You just reach this point that you are open to invite it and to download and upload, and everything is just happening. I think there's different experiences and different ways of reaching that, but through my experience I reach it through I'm digging for it, and most of the times I find the root, and then the root is bringing me deeper, sometimes not as deep, sometimes on above the ground, sometimes below the ground. You might need to suffer a little bit, or to put yourself into some challenging circumstances and places and times. And I've seen lots of my work produced in such places and times and periods of my life to be the deepest and the most like I keep revisiting many of those artworks that I've created in such periods of my life, and there's always something new and something like always a new apocalypse, even with understanding, and it's diaries in a way. It's like a sketch for a specific moment in your life is such a powerful tool. So I'm like blocking all the senses, and I'm just leaving my nostrils and breath to work. So it's, in a way, it's very related to meditative practices, and then there's only the sense of touch. Quite unique place to be, because then the hands become the creator of all emotion and of all feeling that comes. For a while I was struggling even with this process of opening, like I was opening my sketchbooks for years and years and years and going through all them and again and redrawing the same thing or adding things, and it's such a process of this layering again and this transformation as well, I guess, in two-dimensional world. And some people are good with words, so when writing, some people are good with cooking it out, with like so many different types of expressing and of creating and of to be able to do that as human beings and create and share and not just want to consume and greedily destroy everything just for the power and for so much of it out there. Yeah. When you think about it, like it's all these fucking wars and all this, like it's all about this thing, and it's all about humans that just want to eat it all. Swallow it and then take it in their graves and even give it to their children, just on and on and on.
How are you feeling?
Great. Rejuvenated. The way people are now experiencing the world and their works and their way of just action all the time, and then just some space for them to rest, which is not even enough. Like, you really need time to process and digest, and unfortunately it's not easy, money-wise, for most of the people to just do that and just be and just realize where they are and what they are and what they're doing in their lives, and then life is just passing so fast.